And we're live. Welcome to the Saving Democracy Show. My name's Etienne, and we're going to play some songs. Lots of songs, because there's lots of darkness. We'll jump straight into a song, and then we'll cover the topics to be covered, though you can read them on the screen. Over here, over there. I still can't get it. Right there. Right there. It's right there. Welcome, listeners from all over the world. We are now changed to Thursdays only, so that's probably confused many people. And we didn't really announce it that well, but that's okay, because we're doing this. We're doing this as volunteers. So we're trying to be professional, but we're doing our best we can. Let's jump into Where is My Mind? Which is often what you start asking yourself when you start thinking about what's happening to our world. Let's see. With your feet in the air, your head on the ground. Try this trick and spin it, yeah. Your head will collapse, but there's nothing in it, and you'll ask yourself, where is my mind? Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Way out in the water, see it swimming. I was swimming in the Caribbean Sea. They are like my cousins, and the boats were hiding behind the rock. Except the little fish, but they told me he's fish, trying to talk to me. Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Way out in the water, see it swimming. With your feet in the air, your head on the ground. Try this trick and spin it, yeah. Your hair will collapse, but there's nothing in it, and you'll ask yourself, where is my mind? Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Way out in the water, see it swimming. There she be. Where's your mind when you need it the most? Fighting a tyrannical government. Oh, we got a new chair too. It feels very weird, very weird. But we're doing our best. But it's more guitar friendly. It doesn't have any armchairs, but armrests. But if you see me falling over, that's probably why. All right, shall we do Tweeter and the Monkey Man? Or wait, we should say what we're gonna talk about, even though it's really not feeling it. Let's check the chat. Oh man, so very ironically and paradoxically, we're gonna cover the topics including turn off the news and turn off your phone, and let's get back to social basics, right? Social roots. Get back to our social roots, which is being social face to face. This live stream is just to rally the troops in that direction, and that's part of just going down once a week, because I don't want to live in front of the camera. I want to be out there with you guys, and so. But this is still good practice, and it's highly transferable skills. And actually, once we start doing social events more regularly, we can even try live streaming some of those social events, so you can amplify the benefits. So we'll talk about that, and then we'll talk about the psychology of power, how each and every one of us needs power, which is just having effects over our world, right? And that's all, but that's also true of our politicians who are drunk on power. So they are addicted to power, and that's the problem. So we're gonna watch a little video on that maybe and discuss it. And what else? Yeah, we'll talk a bit more about musical journalism, musical commentary, where I'm trying to connect with the audience at an emotional. Music is emotional, so you connect with the audience at an emotional level, and then you give them a little bit of facts that they can easily swallow, but not too much that they're overwhelmed and then start vomiting everywhere. Right? We don't want that. Briefly talk about the COVID vaccine safety. I just checked. I hadn't looked at it in a while because it's so dark, and just checked the federal data, and it's just as worse, just as bad, which is again more than 10 times more dangerous in terms of serious side effects that land you in the hospital compared to all other vaccines historically, directly from the government website. I mean, it's just. But we can check the provincial data too, and see if that also is still true and replicates our infamous graph. All right. But first, we'll jump back into the music. Let's connect emotionally. And so here's a new song that has very interesting lyrics, requested by my cousin Joey, Tweeter and the Monkey Man. Headstone version. We might try the other one. There's another one by Traveling Wilburys. But this one seemed a bit more upbeat. Peter and Monkey Man. What? Let's try again. Peter and the Monkey Man were hard for cash. Stayed up all night selling cocaine and hash. To another cover car who had a sister named Jan. For reasons unexplained, she loved the Monkey Man. Judah was a Boy Scout, of course he went to Vietnam. Fought out the hard way, nobody gives a damn. Thought that they'd find freedom just across the line. Hopped into a stolen car, Highway 99, when the wall came down. All the way to hell. Never saw them when they never saw them when they fell. They're up The undercover cop, he never liked the monkey man. Even back in high school, wanted to see him in the can. Chad got married at 14 to a racketeer named Bill. His secret plans funky, mansion on the hill. It was out on the road, Peter at the wheel. Pulled into a paradise, we could hear the tires squeal. It was Jan who told him, tell me what you taught. In Kingston, everything legal as long as you don't get caught. When the walls came down, that's a lot of words, all the way to hell. Now the sun when they're standing there, the sun when they fell. Someplace by right with prison, they ran out of gas. The undercover cop cornered him, said he didn't think that this could last. Chad jumped out of bed and said, there's someplace I gotta go. She took the gun out of the drawer and said, it's best that you don't know. And an ambulance rolled up, state trooper close behind. Twitter took his gun away and messed up his mind. The undercover cop was found face down in the field. The monkey man was on the river bridge using Twitter as a shield. The walls came down, all the way to hell. Never saw them when they're standing, never saw them when they fell. The town of Jersey City is quieting down again, sitting in a gambling club called the Lion's Den. The TV set is blown up, every piece of it's gone. Ever since the night when they showed that the monkey man was on. Maybe I'll go to Florida, get myself some sun. There ain't no more opportunity here, and everything's been done. Sometimes I think of Twitter, sometimes I think of Jan. Sometimes I don't think about nothing but the monkey man. When the walls came down, all the way to hell. Never saw them when they standing, never saw them when they fell. Well, there you go. Twitter and the monkey man. I kept saying Twitter. F Twitter. Don't care if Elon Musk bought it. That's just a bunch of more smoke and mirrors. Sorry, Musk. But he's still inspirational in other ways. And I used to have quotes of him on the wall, but I think, again, I'm not saying he's in on it. He's just someone who's a narcissist who also happens to be the richest person in the world, so it's easy to tweak and amplify even his message. Of course, he's already very powerful, but the powers that be are still way more powerful than Elon Musk. You know, they're worth trillions and trillions. He's only worth a couple billions. I mean, that's pocket change for the psychopath globalist. Different categories, you know. Yeah, I mean, you could even do it like, okay, there's the common person, poor person, and then there's kind of the middle class who make, you know, $100,000 a year or $200,000, right? But then you have the rich, like millionaires, but actually even millionaires are nothing. Then there's the ultra rich, and then there's Elon Musk, and then there's the globalists. You know what I mean? Okay, so hope you enjoyed it, Joey. Thanks for the request, and yeah, I did not know that song, so now I do. So that's good. And oh, welcome, Twitch viewer. Let me know if you have any requests in the classic rock category. We'll do our best. We now have one follower on Twitter. When the walls came down. Alright, let's do Psycho Killer by Talking Heads for a friend. We'll call him a friend. He'll know it. He didn't really request it, but he would have requested it if I would have asked him for a song. Man, I'm thirsty. Hopefully the levels are okay. Been tweaking. Actually, the piano now is better. There was a bug, and we've now resolved the audio-visual lag problem. But the microphone problem is still an issue, so I'm not gonna play much because it's really awkward. Like, I could move the microphone, but. Okay, what do I do? Psycho Killer, let's focus here. I can't see the face up to the facts. I'm dancing nervous, I can't relax. I can't sleep, it's on fire. Don't touch me on every live wire. Psycho Killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? Qu'est-ce que c'est? Okay. You start a conversation, you can't even finish it. You're talking a lot, but you're not saying anything. And I've nothing to say, my lips are sealed. Say something once, why say it again? Psycho Killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? Fa better. Run, 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 run away. Oh, Psycho Killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? Fa better. Run, 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 run away. Oh, ay, 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 ay. Aïe aïe aïe. Ce que j'ai fait ce soir-là, ce qu'elle a dit ce soir-là, réalise à mon espoir. Je me lance vers la gloire. Ok, ok, ok. Yeah, 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 yeah. We are vain and we are blind. I hate people when they're not polite. Psycho Killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? Fa, 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 fa. Run, run, was struggling with the auto scroll again, but we got her done. So that's to Jim, who loves that song. He's requested it before. So now I played it, and it might be 6 months late, but better late than never there. Okay, and now here's one for the uncle, Dreamer. And the story is, we'll talk about it after, save yourself before you save the world, which is generally good advice. But sometimes you gotta be a dreamer. When it comes to strengthening and bulletproofing your democracy, you gotta be a dreamer, but you gotta be realistic, and you gotta, focus on your own health before the health of others. But sometimes focusing on the health of others makes you yourself healthier. So we'll talk about that. Dreamer, you know you are a dreamer. Can you put your hands in the hands? Oh no, I said dreamer, you're nothing but a dreamer. Can you put your hands in your head? Oh no, I said far out. What a day, a year left it is. You had it coming to you. Now there's not a lot I can do. Dreamer, you stupid little dreamer, that's right. So now you put your head on your hands. Oh no, I said what a day, a year, a life it is. You had it coming to you. Now there's not a lot I can do. I could see something, there's a weird bridge. You know I am a dreamer. Now you put your hands in the air. Oh no, I said dreamer, nothing but a dreamer. You can put your hands in the air. Oh no, What happened in this part? Anyways, it's kind of a new song. This tab is not sure what's going on here. Speaking some kind of bridge. Anyways, we'll improve it next time. But so yeah, to finish about the save yourself before you save others. That's of course definitely generally true, but there can be exceptional situations where, for a specific person, if they have specific skills in their specific life and specific context, it could be possible that helping others actually ends up helping the person help themselves. If that makes any sense. I really don't know if anyone is following. We should just play Idiocracy in the background here. It's just so sad. But it is what it is. And if you're out there, please say hi in the chat. Leave some thumbs up, or leave some emojis in the chat. That'd be appreciated. Let me know that you are out there. Can I even put my own emojis? What about like that? Oh, I'd have to go here. There you go. How sad. I gotta put my own emojis here. We need an emoji. What about this guy? There's some more. All right. Oh, this guy. Yeah, this guy is really good. Let's just fill it up. Boom. Okay, okay. Is that enough? It's not. Is it helping? Dreamer. Okay. Let's keep playing. Let's keep playing. Is it 420 yet? Dreamer. Yeah, let's play some volume 3. Oh, and here's another update. We finally published volume 2. Liberty volume 2 is now published. You can grab it for free online. We will be selling it by print sometime. And yeah, dedicated to my late brother, who would have greatly enjoyed playing these songs with us. And you know, these are made elder proof, big font, bold letters, very elderly friendly, toddler friendly, dark areas, because often you're playing in dark spots. So that's the scoop. Jambox, the jambox.net. Get your Jambox gear. We should have Jambox merch. Though we don't even have a product yet. Well, the booklet is a product, but the app is in development. We have an interactive prototype. We tested it with a small group of friends and family. We're now tweaking it and then pass it on to a developer. Very soon, we'll have some kind of MVP that we can release to smaller group of people. Alright, we'll play this one again because it's so good. There's something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there telling me I've got to beware. I think it's time we stop. What's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. There's battle lines being drawn. Nobody's right if everybody's wrong. Young people speaking their minds. No, but they should. There's so much resistance from behind. Think it's time to stop. Just look down. Everybody look what's going on. Think it's time. That sound. Everybody look what's going down. What a feel day for the heat. 1,000 people in the street, singing songs and carrying signs, mostly saying hooray for our side. Time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Paranoia strikes deep into your life, it will creep. It's us when you're always afraid. Step out of line, then man will come and take you away. You better stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going on. Better stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going on. You better stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going on. Yeah, it's just so good. It's addictive. It's an addictive song. Fortunate son. Oh, I should play that one on the piano. Okay, this. Why is this so far? Dying on the vine. Oh, but I don't have it here. Let's oh yeah, capo 3. Sorry. Capo. My keyboard actually can work with capos. It's pretty cool. I've been chasing ghosts, and I don't like it. Where to draw the line? I lay down my soul if you take it, and tell everyone back. Something's wrong. Capo 3rd. Sorry. Alright, well, just skip it. I think it's... There, okay. So, I don't know what's going on. It's transpose 5, capo 3. It's all messed up. Sorry about that. I've been chasing ghosts, and I don't like it. I wish someone would show me where to draw the line. I lay down my soul if you take it, and tell everyone back home doing fine. I was with you down in Acapulco, trading clothing for the wine, smelling like an old adobe woman, or a William Rose playing for lost time. I was thinking about my brother. I was thinking about what's mine. I was living my life like a highway, but I'm dying, dying on the vine. who could sleep through all that noisy chatter. The troops, the celebrations in the sun. The authorities say my papers are all in order, and if I was such a coward, I would run. Meet me when all of the shooting goes. Meet me on the other side of town. Yes, you can bring all your friends for protection. It's always nice to have them hanging around. I was thinking about my mother. I was thinking about what's mine. I was living my life like a Hollywood. Oh, there it is. But I was dying on the vine. Wow. I think I still need a higher chair or I need to lower the keyboard. Alright, that was fun. What about Masters of War? And one thing to keep in mind in this song is who is Bob Dylan referring to as the Masters of War, and specifically in the last verse, who is he referring to in the last verse? And it might get controversial, but that's okay, because that's what art is for. Express yourself. It's just art. Express your ideas through emotion. It's okay. Alright. Capo 3, D minor. Come, you masters of war, you that build all the guns, you that build the death planes, you that build all the bombs, you that hide behind walls, you that hide behind desks. Here's just what you to know, can see through your masks. You've never done nothing but build to destroy. You play with my world like it's your little toy. Exactly. Put a gun in my hand, as you hide from my eyes. and you turn and run farther when the fast bullets fly. Welcome, welcome. Please let me know if you have any requests. Like Judas of old, you lie and deceive. World war can be won. You want me to believe, but I see through your eyes, and I see through your brain, like I see through the waters that run down my drain. You fasten all the triggers for the others to fire. There you sat back and watch when the death count gets higher. You hide in your mansion on young people's blood, flows out of the body and buried in the mud. You've thrown the worst fear that could ever be heard, fear to bring us as children into the world. They're threatening my baby, unborn and unnamed. You ain't worth the blood that run through your veins. How much do I know to talk out of turn? You might say that I'm young, you might say I'm unlearned, but there's one thing I know, though I'm younger than you, that even Jesus would never forgive what you do. Okay, here it is. I think this is the last verse. Or no, sorry, before. Let me ask you one question. Is your money that good? Will it buy you forgiveness? Do you think that it could? I think you will find when your death takes its toll, all the money you made will never buy back your soul. That's right, keep that in mind. And I hope that you die. This verse, who is he talking about? And your death will come soon. I will follow your casket in the pale afternoon, and I'll watch while you're lowered down to your deathbed, and I'll stand over your grave till I'm sure that you're dead. So yeah, let me know if you know who he's talking about, who he's referring to. He's talking about the masters of war. I hope that you die. Maybe he just means, in general, whoever's orchestrating the war, whether it's a civil war, a cold war, a world war, whoever's behind it, they must be held accountable, and they should be eliminated somehow. All right. Eye in the sky. Yeah, they're even spying on elected officials now. There's a small tidbit. Well, because they're just useful idiots anyway, so of course they need to be spied on. It's not like they actually have any power. Their only power is through being a useful idiot. So yeah, they're powerful, useful idiots, but they don't actually have true power. Because if they wanted to do something based on their own principles, it wouldn't fly. And that's why they can't reply to my emails and say, oh yeah, I will look into it. You're right. I will look into the COVID vaccine safety, and I'll get right back to you, and then I'll give you a medal for being a courageous whistleblower. No, they cannot. They have to toe the party line, which is basically that we need to mandate ineffective. They need to mandate unnecessary, ineffective, and unsafe vaccines to be able to control a public health problem. Again, using a sledgehammer to kill a fly, basically. And if you deviate from that party line, you're out of here. Get out of here. We have no use for your useful idiotness. Sorry. Got sidetracked, but there's your tidbit of social commentary, musical commentary. A voice beyond words. Musical commentary as a voice beyond words. Voice beyond words. Don't think sorry is sad. Don't try turning tables and beds. You've taken lots of chances before, but I ain't gonna get any more. To ask me, that's how it goes. Part of me knows what you're thinking. Don't say words you're gonna regret. Don't let the fire rush to your head. I've heard these accusations before. I ain't gonna take any more to believe me. Sun in your eyes, may some of the lies worth believing. I am the eye in the sky, looking at you. I can read your mind. I am the maker of rules, dealing with fools. I can cheat you blind. I don't need to see anymore to know that I can read your mind. 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 Don't leave false illusions behind. Don't cry, 'cause I ain't changing my mind. Find another fool like before, 'cause I ain't gonna live anymore. Believe me, some of the lies, while all of the signs are deceiving. I am the eye in the sky, looking at you. I can read your mind. I am the maker of rules, dealing with fools. I can cheat between songs I can keep kind of strumming like a little Tom Waits, and it feels less naked. Some people don't like silence. I don't know why. What's wrong with silence? Is it that bad? What's going on in between the moments that are gone? Silence comes, I don't know what to say, wondering what the other person is thinking, and maybe the moment's gone. Then I wonder what's going on, and I reach over to hit the bong, and then wonder maybe it's because of that. What? Come on now. Okay. Got sidetracked. Oh, Civil War is a new one. It would be, excuse me, pretty rough. Oh, we could try anyways. No capo? Look at you women crying. Look at your men dying. The way they've always done before. Look at the hay we're breeding, exactly. Look at the fear we're feeding, Trudeau. Look at the lies we're leading, the way we've always done before. My hands are tied. Billions shift from side to side, to the world go on with brainwashed pride. The love of God and our human rights, and all these things are swept aside. The bloody hands I can't deny, led away by your genocide. And history hides the lies, civil war. Everybody's fighting for the promised land. I don't need your civil war. It's bad. The power hungry, selling soldiers in a grocery store. I don't need your civil war. hardcore, ain't that fresh? I don't need your civil war. Look at the shoes you're filling. Look at the blood we're spilling. Look at the world we're killing. The way we've always done before. Look at the time we've allowed. Look at the leader we follow. Look at the life we've swallowed. And I don't want to live no more. My hands are tied. All I've seen has changed my mind. Till the wars go on and on. And all I've got is human right. Cause all these dreams are swept aside. My bloody hands have hit the tide. Carry the cross of homicide. And history bears the scars of a civil war. Well, that was a bit rough in certain sections, but still got through it. Well, should we talk about some stuff? I'm really not feeling it. Go in and out. Play some David Bowie. And roll the major down. Round and roll the major down. Take your protein pills and put your helmet on. Round and roll the major down. Countdown engines on. Recognition and may God's love be with you. This is ground control to Major Tom. We really made the grade. And the papers want you know whose shirts you wear. Now it's time to leave the capsule if you dare. This is Major Tom around and around, stepping through the door. And I'm holding in a most peculiar way. Tom? Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear? I am floating in a far above the bay. Planet Earth is blue, and there's nothing I can do. All right. Yeah, we could talk about the psychology of power. And free bird. Okay. The psychology of power, as I alluded to in the beginning, is that each and every individual needs to at least feel that they have some power, some control over their own environment. And that's a deep, fundamental psychological need. And so this video is a very good summary. So we'll watch and I'll commentate. But the broader positioning of the importance of reviewing this is that to remind ourselves that, excuse me, of course, each and every individual includes the elite class, the business class, the laptop class, the globalist class, and so this is important to consider because it helps make it a lot more realistically possible that some of these elected officials with a lot of power. Oh yeah, I was going to turn this down slightly. Ever so slightly, is that they have bigger needs for power, and then once they start tasting the power, they want more and more of it, and it becomes like this insatiable thing. And so keep that in mind. Yeah, and then we'll go through a few other things. Let's see.
But the love of power is...
Okay. I think this should work, and I can...
Neither necessity nor desire, but the love of power is the demon of mankind. You may give men everything possible, health, food, shelter, enjoyment, but they are and remain unhappy, for the demon waits and waits, and must be satisfied. Let everything else be taken away from men, and let this demon be satisfied, and then they will nearly be happy as men and demons can be. Power corrupts. Power is endlessly seductive. Power developed to its utmost is happiness. Power has been many things to many people, but one thing is certain, whether we admit it or not, we all desire power, and how we satiate this need, or fail to do so, greatly influences the course and quality of our life.
Yeah.
In this video, we explore the nature of power, and we discuss how the games of power that define modern societies are rigged in ways that favor tyranny at a social level and mental illness at an individual level. The 20th century mathematician and philosopher Bertrand Russell defined power as the production of intended effects. Power, in other words, is the ability to cause deliberate change to the conditions of the world so as to bring them more in line with one's needs and desires.
Yeah.
Power is thus a value-neutral force. It can be used in the service of life-promoting ends, or it can be used for destructive purposes. But to judge an expression of power as good or bad, the ends aimed at are not the only criteria to consider. As in most acts of power, other people play an important role as the means in the achievement of our ends. Or as the psychologist Silvano Arietti explains, if a man relied only on his own ability to satisfy his desires, power would be a synonym for personal ability. Any achievement would be the result of
Exactly.
one's
So we
performance. But
need
this is
other
seldom
people to
the case.
achieve our
Exert an
power.
influence on them so that the latter will help attain the desired results. Influence over others can take immoral forms, such as through the use of force, domination, coercion, or manipulation. But we can also influence people in value-positive ways, such as through an appeal to truth, the setting of a good example, or by making others
Yeah.
aware of how their interests align with ours. While each of us has the ability to choose the ends we aim at and the means we use to attain our ends, what is not under our control is our desire for power. For power is among the most fundamental of our needs, or as Nietzsche explains, every animal instinctively strives for an optimum of favorable conditions under which it can expend all its strength and achieve its maximal feeling of power. Every animal abhors, just as instinctively, every kind of intrusion or hindrance that obstructs or express power promotes survival in a world full of threats, and it helps create a life worth living in a world that can bog us down with suffering and boredom. It is the ultimate antidote to what Carl Jung calls the eternal experience and the eternal problem of
Well, that's
mankind,
very true.
namely, our helplessness and
That
weakness,
feeling
and
helpless
thus power is needed
gets
if we are to flourish.
Pretty
Without
boring.
power, we stagnate. With power, we venture out into the world in active pursuit of what we need and want. We can deny our will to power, or our will to power can be crushed by external forces. But as Jung notes, when an impulse as strong as our will to power is thwarted, we suffer. We may be able to suppress an impulse, but we cannot alter its nature. And what is suppressed comes up again in another place in altered form, but this time loaded with a resentment that makes the otherwise natural impulse our enemy. While our desire for power is rooted deep within our nature, power differs from our other biological needs in that it is not self-limiting. Too much food or drink produces illness. Too much sex produces disgust, and we can only sleep for so long before our body forces us to wake. But as Arietti explains in his book, The Will to be Human, the drive for power is potentially endless and boundless. Some people in search of power cannot conceive any limitation to it. Such people as Alexander the Great and Napoleon could have had all the wealth and sex they wanted in the early period of their political life, but they continued to seek more and more power. That mankind's thirst for power is for all practical purposes limitless presents a problem. For while each of us needs a modicum of power to properly function, and while power is the force that leads to the achievement of great feats, too much power, especially when expressed in the social or political realm, can easily corrupt. If a society is to flourish, therefore, there must be rules, norms, customs, and social institutions that help channel the expression of power in life-promoting ways, and that limit the accumulation of too much social or political power in the hands of any one person or group.
Exactly. Checks and balances to keep the power, this desire and need for more and more power, to keep those impulses in check for each and every one of the elected officials. And as we are seeing through this Emergencies Act public inquiry, these people are really the way they view their role. It's scary how much you could tell that they are above. They are above the common man. They are just a different category. And how they're the least concerned about violations of freedom, because they're living a completely different life. And and I don't think the Constitution and these democratic safeguards I don't think the people who designed the democratic safeguards in the Bill of Rights and then the amended Constitution in 1981, I don't think they took into account, or they didn't sufficiently take into account the psychology of power, the psychology of being in power and being elected to be in power and having power over other lives. So it's not just power in an abstract sense. Like literally, their paycheck and their decision making is tied to whether you can see your dying grandma at Christmas. I mean, it's disgusting amounts of power.
In most modern societies, the opposite situation prevails. Immense power is being centralized in the hands of statist and globalist institutions, and the wielders of this power are now using it in ways that inhibit the ability of the rest of us to cultivate our power in socially cooperative and individually enhancing ways. But to the extent that government is strong, writes Leopold Kohr, the individual is weak, with the result that even if his title is citizen, his position is that of subject.
Subject, slave.
As a population, we have been divided into two classes. There are the ruling elites who believe that they should have the power to control the world, while the rest of us are being conditioned to believe that we shouldn't even have the power to control our own lives. This is a perilous situation which, if not corrected for, could result in us being a generation forced to endure a brutal reign of tyranny. For as George Orwell wrote, "We know that no one ever seizes power with the intention of relinquishing it." So what is the solution to this challenge we face? Some claim that love will save the world, but tyrants are not moved by such feelings. Others claim that the truth will set us free, but as Nietzsche recognized, truth alone is never enough.
Not enough.
Truth in itself is no power at all. Truth must either attract power to its side or else side with power, for otherwise it will perish again and again. This has already been sufficiently demonstrated, and more than sufficiently.
Yes, and again, that's why we need truth. You need truth, but it's insufficient. You need truth combined with a social movement. So, like Saving Democracy, for example, is a good example of that, where originally it was kind of designed that, okay, we're just going to inform and spread truth and then do some deep dive investigative journalism into the truth, but truth is not enough. And if people don't even realize that there's a problem and there's no social moral values attached to these facts, then it's just like, well, whatever, we're powerless and the government's corrupt. And we can't make progress in the normal democratic ways, the legal ways. Protests don't really do much. So again, we need social movement, social connection.
In the end, only power thwarts power, or as Frederick Douglass wrote, "Power concedes nothing without a demand. It never did, and it never will." If a society is to escape the grip of tyrants, power must be brought to the side of freedom. But the type of power needed to accomplish this feat is not the same as the power that backs tyrants. As more people cultivating the ability to dominate, manipulate, and coerce others will only lead to one group of tyrants being replaced by another.
Yeah.
Tyrants are defeated by more people cultivating their personal power, and then using this power to live in a free manner and to resist the chains of tyranny. How is this life-promoting power cultivated? Through the process of self-realization, which, according to Jung, represents the strongest and most ineluctable urge in every being, and which is a law of nature and thus of invincible power. To self-realize is to actualize our potentials, to cultivate our skills, to adapt to the outer world, and to bring harmony to our inner world. Every individual, writes Jung, needs revolution.
Right, but I would say that individual power has to be based on foundational moral principles, whether it's the Ten Commandments or some moral philosophy, because without these moral values, then, yeah, your power can get out of hand. So if we acknowledge that every individual has a deep, deep desire to have power over their own environment, power at work, power in their family structure, power in their home or in their residence, and that's okay, as long as you're basing your decisions based on foundational principles like logic and reason and the Ten Commandments. and then your social circle and your reputational dynamics will keep you in check. Because if you get out of line, then your reputation's on the line. And that's the other thing with these elected officials. Somehow, the normal reputational dynamics are not operating because there's just too many people, and it's like a large city of strangers, basically. Okay, we'll skip this part. And I think that was it.
On his neighbors amid return social despot. Personal development can help change a world descending into chaos. But such a perspective overlooks the fact that if tyrants are to thrive, the masses must be weak, as tyrants, and those who benefit from their rule, are always but a sliver of the population, and so lack the personal resources to exert widespread control over a population of strong men and women. If, therefore, enough of us cultivate our personal power through self-realization, and in the process become more effective in all realms of life, the weakness on which the tyrants prey will be replaced by the self-reliance upon which the power of tyrants dissolves. Each of us who reclaims the power to control our own life is one less person tacitly supporting tyranny.
Yes.
And when enough of us take this step, a peaceful transition to a freer world becomes possible.
Yes, because again, when you're complying with illogical, unethical, or even illegal orders from the tyrant, which is in this case is the Canadian government, when you comply with rules and restrictions you know don't make sense, or are illegal or unethical, then you're feeding the beast. You're feeding the beast by being complicit. And so to not be obedient, to not comply, you need to be strong. You need to cultivate inner strength to get informed about the facts, so that when someone's harassing you for not being vaccinated, you can tell them the facts, that it's 10 times more dangerous, and that's coercion, and it's a violation of informed consent. Next. Right? So you cultivate that inner strength. But I made other notes but you still need to desire freedom. If you don't desire freedom, it doesn't matter if you know the truth or not, because humans generally want to fit in, and so you have this desire to be agreeable and fit in, right? Like, no one likes to stand out, but when you're like the only person at a Walmart out of 300 people who are not wearing a mask, like, it's, even for me, it was really, really hard to stick out and live my life based on principles, foundational principles. You need a lot of inner strength. So you need the desire to be for freedom, and you need the strength to practice non-compliance and to know the facts and be able to confidently state the facts and to state your rights. And then, if enough people are like that, then the tyrant it no longer has any power.
Etienne de la Boétie noted nearly 400 years
ago. There you go, my buddy.
And when enough of us take this step, a peaceful transition to a freer world becomes possible. For as Etienne de la Boétie noted nearly 400 years ago, tyrants can be dethroned without any use of force, and without the need for prolonged strife, so long as enough people desire freedom and have the strength and inner fortitude to practice non-compliance and civil disobedience, and to resist commands that are immoral and contrary to the functioning of a free and prosperous society. From all these indignities, such as the very beasts of the field would not endure, you can deliver yourselves if you try, not by taking action, but merely by willing to be free. Resolve to serve no more, and you are at once freed. I do not ask that you place hands upon the tyrant to topple him over, but simply that you support him no longer. Then you will behold him, like a great colossus whose pedestal has been pulled away, fall of his own weight and break into pieces. Some may think that time is still on our side, and that if things get really bad, enough people will then take the appropriate stand on the side of freedom. But to take this passive approach is to flirt with danger. For one of the most important lessons of the 20th century is that when totalitarianism is unleashed on a population, it proves very difficult to internally dislodge. Unless we are vigilant in protecting our freedoms, they will be taken from us, for as Voltaire noted, So long as the people do not care to
Yeah.
exercise their freedom, those who wish to tyrannize will do so. Alexander Solzhenitsyn, in a footnote
Oh, I
to
could just
Volume
go
1
like
of the
that.
Gulag Archipelago, expressed the profound regret that he and his fellow Soviet prisoners felt for their lack of action
Alright.
in the early days of communist rule, and the following passage should serve as a warning to us all. If we didn't love freedom enough, and even more, we had no awareness of the real situation. We spent ourselves in one unrestrained outburst in 1917, and then we hurried to submit. We submitted with pleasure. We purely and simply deserved everything that happened afterward.
Okay, so that's the video again. How to dethrone tyrants non-violently. You just need enough people to desire freedom and have the inner strength to not comply with immoral rules and or illogical and or immoral and or illegal rules. And that's it. Strength in numbers. But to get to that point where there's enough people that desire and have that inner strength, you need a social movement. You need to start and spread a social movement like crazy, like wildfire. And it's hard to believe that we'll get to there. Okay. Next, well, the musical journalism, very briefly. Oh, and okay, we already did that one. So it's again combining. So you combine the music experience where you're connecting with people through music, which is through emotion. The emotions evoked by the music, and then the lyrics and the meaning of the lyrics that is activated in their brain. So it's actually a multi-dimensional emotional and cognitive mechanism. And so from this other initiative, it talks about how music is a universal force that helps to unlock, channel, and express our emotions. By carefully combining honest words and confronting facts with music, we can build a connection to our deeper inner lives that normal news would fail to touch. So again, that's the idea of not just having musical live streams, but organizing social events centered on music to draw people in, keep them there, and then get them coming back and creating their own event and snowballing. Okay. Well, I guess we'll cover the COVID vac safety. Okay, so remember, this is the chart. Again, can I go like this? That doesn't matter. Okay, so remember, this is serious side effects following COVID vaccination from the government's own data. The red is the federal data over time, starting this line being pre-COVID and then post-COVID, like March 2020. And then the blue, is British Columbia, and the green, Ontario. Somehow most provinces, they don't even have this data. It's just too complicated. Sorry. And again, keeping in mind the caveat that, serious medical events following vaccination are not necessarily always causally linked, especially for older individuals. But we're talking about younger individuals, then there's definitely generally more of a causal connection, especially if it happens close to the vaccination. But that's kind of irrelevant because here we're just comparing across time. And so the main conclusion was that, there's these fluctuations, but overall, the COVID vaccines are about 7 to 15 times more dangerous because they're associated with about 7 serious medical side effect per 100,000 doses, compared to all other vaccines. It's generally only about 1 per 100,000. Whereas with the provincial data, it's something like 0.2 compared to 3. Right, so that's still basically 10 times. So I decided, but again, I did this in September 2021, and I was keeping it updated, and it was just always the same conclusion. This is better. So then I decided, well, let's go check to see, and so here it is. Well, let's make sure. Yeah, see? So this is the main website, health. I should put it on the screen. Anyways, it's if you just type in COVID-19 vaccination here, just type in COVID vaccination side effects Canada. What? It's changed. Maybe it'll go at the first top hit. Okay, and then under vaccine safety, reported side effects. Okay. And then over here, oh my God, reported side effects following COVID vaccination. Oh, the detailed report. Okay. Well, I'd never gone there through this way, but now I've shown how you can go from Google to the government. But you can also just type in health-infobase.canada/COVID-19/vaccine-safety. Okay, and if you go here, you can see, the 91 million doses, 10 million adverse events following immunizations that were deemed serious, which is a rate of 0.01%, or 1 or rather 11 out of 10,000 to make it here, to make it comparable to there, because on that date it was 72. See, so it was 4,000 out of 52 million, and now it's 10,000 out of 91 million. But you can also look at it by going to figure 1 and clicking on text description and show 100. Okay, I'll just hide myself here. Yeah, and so you could see it. Oh man, this really... See, 90 million cumulative serious reports 10,000. And yeah, serious reporting rate. It's 1158. Which is the same as that one. So yeah, that means instead of this 8 here, we're now at 10. So we're basically at this level here. And the previous vaccines were here. So again, so the COVID vaccines and the boosters are still 10 times more dangerous. And they're still pressuring you to get it, and now pressuring children, which makes even less sense because the risk of coronavirus to children is even lower. And yeah, and then you can actually go to the provincial and just see, okay, it was 3.1. See the green here? See 3.2. So we'll go and we'll click on that and see where the Ontario is at. So we'll just duplicate, make sure I can get the 3.1. Okay, serious. Where is serious? Oh, 630. Well, anyways, 630 divided by 20 million doses. Yeah, see? So it's 3.05, which is the 3.1. So now we're gonna, and that's from August 28, 2021. So now we'll just go to the current date, right? By going like that, going like that. See, November 6th. 2022. Okay. And we look down here. See, we only had 630 out of 20 million doses. And now they're at 1,200. Oh, 4 divided by 35,783,613 doses. That's 3.4. So there you go. So 3.4. So it's actually higher. So it's going up. It seems to be getting worse over time. And other people have corroborated this. So the boosters seem even more dangerous than the first two. But I haven't looked into it. So, but at least we replicate, and then you can specifically, very quickly, they have a special section on pericarditis and myocarditis. And, but generally you have to go all the way down. And there it is. So this is a specific table where you can see for males, the worst numbers seem to be for males between 18 to 24 years old. For dose 2, for example, is 200 cases of basically permanent heart problems per million doses. So again, you could say, well, you know, that's only 200 out of a million, but still, giving they want everyone, and like how many, there's several million teenagers and people in their 20s. So this is a huge scandal that they haven't discontinued this and pulled it off the market. Because for other viruses, they have done that in the past, like the rotavirus. So again, this is criminal right here. Again, presumed innocence, but investigate and put the elected officials and the doctors and the provincial top doctor and the federal Dr. Tam and these people need to be investigated. Okay, so we'll leave that, or we'll close that, and then we go back to music, because that's dark, dark, dark stuff. Okay. Actually, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. And maybe it's close enough to beer time. Okay, let's... I think I need... Right, go like that. And we'll be right back. And again, requests, please. See, there's a few more viewers. If you have any requests in the classic rock/rock category, please let me know. Be right back. And I'm back. Let's play some songs. Maybe more piano. I'll just move the microphone. Thought I could hear some popping. Check the chat. Maybe the chat's not working. Can someone send me a chat? Frozen. Probably just your device. Looks fine. Okay. So yeah, there's been reports. It's probably on Facebook of the stream just goes black, but from what I can read, that seems to be a Facebook specific problem, or your browser. So just try to restart or reboot. But if there's more people, we'll look into it. Oh, do I need to start the scene switcher? Alright, let's do it. Next time we'll announce it and we'll... Free bird. Fortunate son. Alright, let's do some volume 2. Society. We'll play that one on the piano. Bee Gees. I know your eyes in the morning sun. I feel your touch. I know your eyes in the morning sun. I feel you touch me in the pouring rain. And the moment that you wander far from me, I wanna feel you in my arms again. Then you come to me. Out of summer breeze, give me what is your love that inside me, that it's me you need to show. How deep is your love? How deep is your love? How deep is your love? I really need to learn, 'cause we're living in a world of fools, that's right, breaking us down. But they all should let us be. We belong together. I believe in you. Oh, the door to my very soul. You're the light. is your love? How deep is your love? How deep is your love? I really need to love. Living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be. You belong to you and me. Then you come to me on the summer breeze. Give me more is your love than your softly deep, and it's you. How deep is your love? How deep is your love? How deep is your love? I really mean to learn, 'cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be. We belong to you and me. How deep is your love? And yeah, why is it that we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should just let us be? Because we belong to you and me. We could just talk all day in lyrics. Well, I sometimes do that with my wife. Wake up, people. Wake up. Yeah, I need to. What's that noise? Oh yeah, beer time. That's the other advantage of having an afternoon stream. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Cheers. No, we lost our place. Something filled up my heart with nothing. Someone told me not to cry. But now that I'm older, my heart is colder. Our bodies get bigger, but our hearts get taller. We're just a million little guys causing rainstorms, turning every good thing around. I guess we'll just have to adjust. With my lightning bolts aglow, I can see where I am going to be when the Reaper he reaches and touches my hand. With my lightning bolts glowing, I can't see where I'm going. With my lightning bolts glowing, I can't see where I'm going. Better look up below. All right. What? It's 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock on a Saturday. Is it time for society? I don't know. It's time to move on. Where are the other ones? To play, to learn. Where is my Twitch? Come on. Musical. Oh. Peace Train. Yeah, Peace Train is, I think, doable. It's kind of quick transitions. I've been happy lately, thinking about the good things to come. I believe it could be something good has begun. I've been smiling lately, dreaming about the world as one. I believe it could be someday it will be gone. 'Cause out on the edge of darkness there rides a peace train. Oh, peace train, take this country, come take me about the good things to come. I believe it could be something good has begun. Peace train sounding light, light on the peace train. Ooh, come on the peace train, holy roller. Everyone jump on the peace train. Ooh, come on the peace train. Get your bags together, go bring your good friends too. Cities are getting nearer, it soon will be with you. Come and join the living, it's not so far from the you, and it is getting nearer, soon it will all be true. Peace train sounding light, light on the peace train. Ooh, come on the peace train. I've been crying lately, thinking about the world as it is. Why must we go on dating? Why can't we live in a bliss? Followed all the years of darkness, there rides the peace train. Ooh, take this country, come take me home again. Oh, peace train sounding lighter, glide on the peace train. Ooh, come on the peace train. Peace train, holy roller, everyone jump upon the peace train. Ooh, come on home. Come on the peace train. Is this the peace? Ooh, come on the peace train. Well, that was not bad. Oh, capo 3. That sounded pretty good. Oh no, that's just alternate. Yeah, alternate. Alternately. Superstition. Yeah, the superstition, the line is that made me think of having in this democracy related or liberty related is the chorus here. When you believe in things that you don't understand, that you suffer. Superstition ain't the way. But it's kind of just. It's very superstition, writing on the wall. Very superstitious, the ladder's about to fall. 30-month-old baby, and brother looking back. 7 years of bad luck, the good things in your back. When you believe in things that you don't understand, you suffer. Superstition ain't the way. Yeah, those chords are that you don't understand. You suffer. Superstition ain't the way. So that's in progress. Some crazy chords. All right, let's some piano. Or let's do this one. Let's see. Sure, a tune once in a while. Oh, this is. That's weird. Why is that a new? Okay. It's a mystery to me. This we have agreed, with which we have agreed. You think you have to want more than you need. Till you have it all, you'll be free. You should play ukulele. Society, you crazy brain. Hope you're not lonely without me. When you want more than you have, you think you need it. When you think of more than you want, your thoughts begin to bleed. I think I need to find a bigger way. 'Cause when you have more than you think, you need more space. Society, you crazy brain. Hope you're not lonely without me. Society, crazy brain. Hope you're not lonely without me. Why does it do that? Okay, just stop. Solo. There's no thinking more or less. Less is more. But less is more of how you keeping score. It's for every point you make, your level drops. Kinda like you're starting from the top. Can't do that, society. You crazy brain. Hope you're not lonely without me. Society, have mercy on me. You're not angry if I disagree. Society, crazy indeed. Hope you're not lonely without me. Yeah, that's right. And that reminded me, I'm going to read. So, this song is part of Liberty Volume 2 that was just published by the Jambox Bros today, fresh off the press. And it's a collection of 20 liberty democracy related songs, but they're in a specific order. And I'm going to read the little text, the blurb of text that demonstrates how they're all related. Actually, I can even put it on the screen. Potentially, if I can, 2 panels, we'll put it there, we'll put it there, grab it here, grab it there, grab your partner and feed them over here, right here, and then go all the way down. Okay, you can see that? So, time to move on. What lies ahead, I don't know, but a liberty social movement is growing. A place in the sun, like a branch on a tree, I keep reaching to be free. There's a place in the sun where there's hope for everyone. Despair hang over ecstasy. Freedom could kill us, but we'd rather go on. They say we're selfish, but this plane is on fire. How deep is your love? We're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be. We belong to you and me. Help! I need somebody, not just anybody. Help! I'm feeling down. I do appreciate you being round. Wake up, people. Lots of people need to wake up before they turn our democracy into dust. I will survive. We're not stupid little people still dependent on you, government. We will survive. Man who sold the world? Who is this man who sold the world? Klaus Schwab? Wink, wink. Living on a prayer? You live for the fight when it's all that you've got. Whoa! Halfway there. Whoa! Back to the earth. Turn off your phone and the news. Let's get back to basics, living with the land in harmony. Free as a bird. Whatever happened to the life that we once knew? Free as a bird is the next best thing to be. Refugee is the next best thing to be. Refugee in your own country. You don't need to live like a refugee. Everybody's had to fight to be free. Lean on me. When you have pain or sorrow, know that you can learn and lean on me for help. Society, you crazy breed. If you don't smarten up, we're leaving. And it's not a threat, but it is. Ban on the run. We can't be locked down within 4 walls. We're a band on the run. And that's what some new friends are thinking. Change songs. Changing can be strange, but we've all got to change sometimes. And we're looking at you, corrupt politicians. Cold, cold, cold. Doctor, the problem's in my chest. Can you help me? Because I don't feel quite right. Hopefully it's not because of you know what. Come together. One thing I can tell you is you got to be free. Come together right now. Over me. Into the great wide open. Well, indeed, we're rebels fighting a democratic crisis. Yes. But the future is wide open. So that's the open-ended, exciting future. Exciting part of the current moment. And finally, least not last, is break my stride. Nothing's going to break our stride. Nobody's going to slow us down. We've got to keep on moving. Please do photocopy. Thank you. Available at thejambox.net. And soon even on Amazon as an ebook. You can put it in your e-reader. You can download it, put it in your e-reader, computer, phone, wherever, tablet, smart TV. Do what you need to do, but spread the word, spread the message, because we definitely need more love and harmony. whoops. Oh yeah. So, sorry. Just to finish. So hopefully that kind of makes sense. So of course, each one of these songs are related to liberty somehow, but in combination, they send an even stronger and deeper message. Because when you think about those 20 songs as a collection, an ordered collection of songs, then they become even more powerful, and that's what we're going for here. We're going for power. We need power, and we need power to drive an ethical and most desperately needed social movement to regain our fundamental rights and to get the politicians to give back some of that power that they are taking from us. They've crossed the line. Of course, they need some power, but they've taken too much power. Okay, so that's that. And now we're on to volume 3, which is what we're already playing. All right. Let's do a piano. Let's try to do a piano song. So much crap everywhere. Kind of move it this way. Okay, A Place in the Sun, Stevie Wonder. Because there's hope for everyone. And that's what we need. Where is it? Is the page number wrong? Oh. No, it's not. Capo 1. You ready? Like a long, lonely stream, I keep running towards a dream. Moving on, moving on. Like a branch on a tree, I keep reaching to be free. Moving on, moving on. 'Cause there's a place in the sun where there's hope for everyone, where my poor restless heart is gonna be. Oh, that's why it's not changing. 'Cause there's a place in the sun, a hope for everyone, where my poor restless heart gotta run. The place in the sun, hope for everyone, to find me a place in the sun. Like an old dusty road, I get weary from the load. Moving on, moving on. Like this tired, troubled earth, been rolling since my birth. Moving on, moving on. 'Cause there's a place in the sun where there's hope for everyone, where my poor restless heart's gotta run. There's a place in the sun where there's hope for what she's done, to find me a person. Wow. Oh, and I forgot to put that. Forgot this. Forget that. Well, we're trying our best here. Let's see. What about this one? April 5th fret. I think we could try. But I'm not gonna. What page is it? Ten? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Whenever my head starts to hurt, before it goes from bad from feeling worse, I turn off my phone, get down low, I pull my hands into the dirt, try to stop the world from moving so fast, try to get a grip on where I'm at, to simplify this dizzy life, I pull my feet into the grass. I'm going back to earth, going back to the earth, going back to earth, to the earth. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. The only explanation for how I must be everybody wants to get high. Move on up to deluxe apartment in the sky. The higher we go, the taller we grow. Lose sight of a land below. You could have your place up in outer space, 'cause my home is where my food is grown. I'm going back to the earth, going back to the earth. I'm going back to earth, going back to the earth. Go. We are animals, we are wild. We started with the motion at the bottom of the ocean. Now it's ringing around the top of the trees. We are animals, we are wild. And truly be forgiven, we must all get back to living with the land in harmony. I'm going back to the earth, going back to the earth, going back to earth. Hey, that was not bad. Not bad, not bad. Like that sound on the piano. Well, let me know what you think. So down below. Sup, G? Greetings from Brazil. Jack Johnson. Oh, yes, thank you. We do have some Jack Johnson. What about Better Together? for our friend from Brazil, Persiog91. Hopefully you're still there. Let's check. Well, there's still one person there. Okay, Jack Johnson. Let's see if we can pull this off on the piano. Greeting from Brazil. So it says Capo 50. I don't know if I prefer the original key. Yeah, I think this is slightly better. And no combination of words I could put on the back of a postcard. No song I could sing, but I could try for your heart. Our dreams, they're made out of real things, like a shoebox of photographs with sepia loving. Love is the answer, at least for the most of the questions in my heart. Why are we here? Where do we go? And how come it's so hard? Yeah, come on, ultimate guitar. It's not always easy, and sometimes life can be deceiving. I'll tell you one thing, it's always better when we're together. It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we look at the stars when we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. Thanks for the request again. And all of these moments just find their way in my dreams tonight. When I know they'll be gone, the morning light sings and brings you things for tomorrow night. You see that they'll be gone too many things I have to do. That's right. But if all these dreams might find their way into my days, I'd be under the impression of somewhere in between. With only two, just me and you, not so many things we got to do, or places we got to be. We'll sit beneath the mango tree. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. It's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. It's always better. Do 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 do. I believe in memories, they look so pretty when I sleep. Hey now, when I wake up, you look so pretty sleeping next to me. But there is not enough time, there is no song I could sing, there is no combination of words I could say, but I'll still tell you one thing: better together. there you go. Hopefully you're there. If not, maybe you'll enjoy it later. Either way, the request was satisfied, and that's a good song. But it's actually the first time I play it on the piano. So piano and vocals is that's the first. I generally play it on the guitar, but and I do play it better on the guitar, but it's better together. So thanks again for the request. And yeah, we can add that to play. We'll add it maybe to volume 4 because it relates to democracy and them trying to divide and conquer us, because life is better together. There's a quote related to society, Chris McCandless, that real happiness can only realize itself if it's shared, or something like true happiness is shared. And so that fits with things are better together, and we can have video calls, but nothing beats the real life, and it's better together IRL, in real life. And on that note, we're going to be wrapping up here because we got stuff to do in real life. But let's do one more maybe. Let's do one more. I guess a guitar. Didn't even finish my beer. He's probably gone, but that's how it works. Twitch people are very twitchy. You know, they don't stick around too long. Oh, but maybe I can follow him or something. Messages. Oh, he looks like a very new... Well, I can follow him. Anyways, let's focus back our attention on the song here. That was pretty good. all right. I think that's all I got. But it was a good one. It was a good one. And we'll wrap it up. We'll wrap it up. So the cliffhanger again is it's not just can we save democracy? Can we save humanity? And can we save ourselves from each other? Save ourselves from ourselves and then save ourselves from each other. And again, it's not let's excuse me, let's be nice to each other, let's be inclusive, let's focus on social healing. And the cliffhanger is, will we be able to reconnect as a society, or have we been fractured and divided too severely? I mean, it's a bit like a bone. You crack a bone, and if it's a minor crack, you don't need a cast. You can just, your arm will heal itself back up. So that the question here is, if it's a minor fragmentation, we might be able to recover and just heal and fuse back together like a bone. But if the fracture is too severe, it's possible we need a cast, a social cast, not like in India, some other kind of intervention to heal the two parts of the broken bone back together. And that might be more parties, okay? More parties, more social events, and just offer the olive branch and go over to your neighbors like I did the other morning. I got this free chair out of it. See? Just by saying hi. And he's playing in a band, so we're going to invite him for the birthday bash and grow the group. And that's all I got. Thanks again for tuning in. Thanks for the requests. And we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.